All right, so now it's a standalone. You can do the jab as a standalone. You can do the cross as a standalone, right? Yeah. Now you put it together, and what's that look like?
Now you can put it together with the 1-2 or 1-2, ba, ba. Now if you're hitting someone with a fast 1-2, yeah, it's definitely game over. And with that, with the 1-2, a common mistake I'll see with this, people will throw 1, then a 2. It's not that, it's 1-2. It's got to flow together nicely. So you threw the 1, and it's as the 1's coming back to the face, the 2's coming out. And as well, with turning the hips, everything we've done in the previous single punches, we put them together into the combination. Turning the hips, exhaling, fully extending the arms, keep them relaxed, tight fists, and look like this. And that there, that's pretty hard punches, and I'm relaxed. And because I'm relaxed and I'm doing them with correct technique, I'm not burning so much energy. To what we'll see, like this. Yeah. And another thing I like to mention when I'm talking about fighting in streets is what when I see videos of street fights, the punch I normally see is this. It's like a whoa, big windmill. Now if you think, right, we're having a fight in the street, I throw this punch. If I miss this punch, I'm here, right? Worst position you can be, right? And even if I do land that punch, I'm down here, which is a bad position to be in. But where if you do it correctly with the boxing technique, I'm there. If I miss this punch, I'm still boom, 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 through anything from there. So that's why it's better to punch like a boxer in the street than the big windmills that we regularly see. Yeah. So that's why I think everyone should really learn to learn how to box and learn how to punch, just in case that ever comes along where you've got to really protect yourself.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like boxing, because it's really 4 strikes, right, and you use them in different combinations, and now you're all of a sudden taking something that's got what I call simple, but you're turning it into chess inside the ring when you're going up against someone, right? And then on a street fight, then heck, it makes it even easier, because more than likely you're going up against someone who doesn't know what the hell they're doing, right? The odds are. One thing I'm noticing too is a lot of people when they train, they throw stuff and they leave it out there, right? They're trying to push the bag, and they're not pulling back. What's the importance of, like, you make that strike, you get your hands back?
Exactly, you've got to bring it straight back to your face. It's a good point. Bring it straight back to your face, because if you bring it back down here or you're leaving it out there, that means you're leaving yourself open. If you've got your hands here, you're not open. So you always want to bring it back to your face, and you always want to have the non-punching hand by the face. So no matter what punch I'm throwing this. This is here. This is here. This is here. The non-punching hand is always by the face. And there's less chance of you getting hit as well, because boxing and fighting is not all about just hitting them, it's about not getting hit as well.
Oh yeah, you know? Yeah, the defense is just as important.
Exactly. So I would put a boxer against any other martial artist, anyone in the world. If you know how to punch, you've got a real good chance of winning that fight, no matter how good they are, for the first second. But then someone gets older, it's a complete different story, right? So if you can get that first punch off, it doesn't matter who you're fighting, if you get that good, solid first punch off, you can win the fight. Right. Now, if I'm fighting a guy who's a master at jiu-jitsu, and I missed that first fight, I'm in serious trouble. Right. But if you've got more chance of being able to land that first punch if you practice and you get better and better at it.
Yeah, I agree. Being a good striker can eliminate that possibility of going to the ground, where it can be scary.
They can eliminate everything else, everything else. But yeah, like I say, if you get to the ground, you're kind of screwed. Unless you know that game as well.
Yeah, that's a lot.